She declared, "My friends are way more important than you." When I asked for one date night, I said, clearly. When her friends started dating each other and stopped inviting her, she begged to reconcile. I, 28 male, have been with my girlfriend Natalie, 27, for 3 years, living together for the last 18 months. Writing this from my new apartment while she blows up my phone with voicemails I won't listen to. 3 months ago, I asked for one date night. 1. Friday evening, just us, dinner and maybe a movie. Nothing fancy. Her response? "Babe, you know Friday is sacred. That's when the squad gets together. My friends are way more important than some random dinner. We live together. Isn't that enough?" The squad is her friend group from college. Natalie, Jenna, Milo, Daphne, and Rowan. They've been tight since freshman year. I get it, friendships matter. But here's the thing. We hadn't had a proper date in 4 months. Every weekend was squad brunches, squad game nights, squad beach days. I was either tagging along as the boring boyfriend or sitting home alone. I said clearly and walked away. She laughed, thinking I was being dramatic. That weekend, while she was at another squad event, I started apartment hunting. Found a decent 1-bedroom 20 minutes away, put down the deposit, started slowly moving my stuff, books one day, winter clothes the next. She didn't notice. Too busy planning Jenna's quarter-life crisis-themed birthday party. The thing is, I'd been noticing patterns. Whenever I suggested couple activities, she'd either invite the squad or cancel for squad plans. My promotion dinner? She showed up an hour late because Milo was having a situation. His Tinder date ghosted him. My mom's birthday lunch? She bailed because Daphne needed emergency brunch therapy after a bad haircut. 2 weeks after the Clearly conversation, I tried one more time. Asked if she wanted to try that new Korean barbecue place. Just us. Her exact words, "God, why are you so needy lately? Rowan's having people over for wine night. You can come if you promise not to talk about your boring work stuff." I didn't go. Instead, I signed the lease on my new place. Moving day was interesting. Hired movers while she was at her Sacred Friday squad dinner. Packed methodically. My gaming setup, my books, my kitchen stuff. I did 90% of the cooking anyway. Left all the live, laugh, love wall decor she'd bought. The place looked like a suburban mom's Pinterest board exploded. Also left the couple's photos. Figured she could explain to the next guy why her ex's face was still all over the apartment. Left a note. "You were right. Your friends are more important. I've removed myself from the equation so you can focus on what matters. Rent's paid through the month. Best of luck." Also left her a gift card to that Korean barbecue place we never made it to. Petty? Maybe. Satisfying? Absolutely. Her first call came at 11:47 p.m. Voicemail. "What the hell is this note supposed to mean? And why is half the apartment empty? This isn't funny, Trevor." Then another at 11:52. "I'm serious. Where are you? Your gaming setup is gone." Your gaming setup? You'd never leave that. What's happening? By morning, I had 23 missed calls and a novel of texts ranging from, "Is this a joke?" to "You're being childish," to "We need to talk now," to "I'm calling the police and reporting you missing," to "The police said you're not missing if you left a note, but this is basically kidnapping yourself from our life." That last one still makes me laugh. Kidnapping myself. I responded once, "Your friends are more important, remember? I'm just respecting your priorities." Then I blocked her. The mutual friends started reaching out. Apparently, she showed up to Saturday squad brunch in tears, expecting sympathy. Instead, she got some uncomfortable truths. Turns out Jenna and Milo had started secretly dating 3 weeks ago. They hadn't told anyone because they wanted to be sure it was real first. Daphne admitted she'd been feeling suffocated by the constant group hangs and had been declining invites. Rowan? He'd gotten a promotion requiring weekend travel and had been trying to figure out how to break it to the group. The squad was naturally evolving, and Natalie was the only one desperately clinging to their college dynamic. Update 1. The entitlement escalation has been something. First, she tried to break into my old place, still had a key, to collect her things. Except, I'd already boxed up everything of hers and left it with the building manager. She wanted to ransack the place looking for clues about where I went. Manager called me. I told him she's no longer a tenant. He escorted her out. She apparently told him I was holding her grandmother's jewelry hostage. Plot twist. She never had grandmother's jewelry. Her grandma's still alive and lives in Florida. She then called my company's HR claiming to be my wife with a family emergency. They know I'm not married, single on all my paperwork. So they called me to verify. I explained the situation. They flagged her number. She tried again from different numbers, each time with wilder stories. I was in an accident, her mom died, Carol was very much alive, she was pregnant, we hadn't slept together in 2 months before I left. HR started a file. Then came the family intervention attempt. Her mom called me. We'd always gotten along, so I answered. Trevor, sweetheart, Natalie is devastated. This seems so sudden. It's not sudden, Carol. I've been asking for basic couple time for months. But you know how important her friendships are to her. More important than our relationship, yes. She made that crystal clear. You're being unfair. She just has a big heart. She has priorities, I'm not one of them. I accepted that and left. Carol tried guilt-tripping about the 3 years we'd been together, how Natalie was now crying every night. I stayed firm. Ended with, she chose her friends over our relationship repeatedly. That was her choice. This is mine. Meanwhile, the squad drama intensified. Jenna and Milo went official, posting couples photos. Natalie lost it, accused Jenna of betraying the sacred bond by dating within the group. Jenna fired back that Natalie needed to grow up and stop treating them like her personal emotional support system. The text chain was brutal. Jenna sent me screenshots later. Natalie, we promised we'd never let relationships come between us. We were 19. We're almost 30 now. Natalie, age doesn't change loyalty. No, but maturity changes priorities. Something you'd know if you had any. How dare you? After everything I've done for you. Like what? Demanding I cancel my work conference to attend your emergency wine night because Trevor asked for a date? Or the time you guilt-tripped me for missing brunch because my dad was in the hospital? Natalie, that's different. You're right. It's worse. Daphne started declining more invites, joined a hiking club, started dating someone new. Posted about surrounding herself with people who encourage growth, not stagnation. Natalie's response? Showed up at Daphne's work. Caused a scene about abandoning real friendship for randoms. Security had to escort her out. Daphne blocked her on everything. Then Natalie found out where I worked. We'd never worked together, but she knew the company. Showed up at lunchtime with a whole speech prepared. Reception wouldn't let her up without an appointment. She tried waiting in the lobby. Building security asked her to leave after 3 hours. That night, got an email from her. Only thing not blocked. You've turned everyone against me. Jenna chose Milo over our friendship. Daphne thinks she's too good for us now. Even Rowan barely responds anymore. You did this. You poisoned them against me. I demand you fix this. Tell them to stop punishing me for your inability to understand friendship. I didn't respond. Forwarded it to my lawyer friend who said to keep everything documented just in case. Update 2. She escalated to peak delusion. Started a group chat with all our mutual friends titled Trevor's Manipulation Exposed. Posted screenshots of our old conversations, but selectively edited. Like showing me saying, I don't want to go, without the context that it was her squad's 5th event that week, and I had a work deadline. The responses were not what she expected. Marcus, Nat, these screenshots literally show him asking to spend time with you. Look closer. He's trying to isolate me. By asking for one Friday night in 4 months? You don't understand the psychological warfare. Eric, I was there last month when you told him his promotion dinner wasn't important because Rowan needed pregame drinks. That's in writing here. Whose side are you on? Marcus, the side of moving on with our lives? People started leaving the chat. One friend, Marcus, called me. Dude, she's lost it. She keeps demanding we pick sides. I told her there are no sides, you two broke up, move on. She called me a traitor and said I was never a real friend. We've known each other since middle school. Then came the real kicker. Natalie decided since her friends were betraying her, she'd make new ones. Started going to bars alone, telling anyone who'd listen about her abusive ex who isolated her from friends. One problem. She was going to bars where our mutual knew people. Got a call from my buddy Eric. Bro, your ex is at McGivern's telling some wild stories. Says you forced her to choose between you and friends, that you were controlling. Lisa just showed her the screenshots she herself posted in that group chat where you literally begged for one date night. Natalie ran out crying. Her squad disintegration continued. Rowan took the travel promotion, moved 2 hours away, posted about exciting new chapters and leaving toxic patterns behind. Natalie commented, "You're abandoning your real family for money." He deleted her comment, blocked her. Milo and Jenna got their own place together. Natalie tried crashing their housewarming. They hadn't invited her. She brought a gift anyway, made a speech about forgiveness and friendship transcending romantic mistakes. Jenna's sister recorded it. Painful to watch. Room full of people staring while she rambled about sacred bonds and core squads. Milo finally asked her to leave. She threw the gift at them, a photo collage of the squad in college, and stormed out. Daphne sent me a message. "I'm sorry we enabled her for so long. You deserved better. She's been texting from different numbers, calling me a fake friend for choosing strangers over history. I've filed a harassment report." Update 3. Rock Bottom has a basement, apparently. But first, let me explain what happened with my stuff and the apartment situation, since people keep asking. The lease was in both our names, but I'd been paying 70% of the rent since Natalie's social media consulting business was basically her managing Instagram for 2 local boutiques. When I left, I told the landlord I'd cover my portion through the lease end, 2 months, but I was removing myself from the renewal. He was cool about it, said he dealt with plenty of breakups. Natalie tried to get me on the hook for the full rent, sent me invoices through Venmo with descriptions like "your half of abandonment fees" and "emotional damage rent supplement." I screenshotted everything, sent it to the landlord explaining the harassment. He told her she either finds a roommate, pays full rent herself, or moves out at lease end. She chose option 4, try to guilt everyone else into paying. Created a GoFundMe. Help me keep my home after emotional abuse. The description painted me as this controlling monster who isolated her from friends, then abandoned her with housing costs. Posted it in the squad group chat. Jenna responded, "Nat, we were there. He begged for one date night. Delete this before more people see what you've become." It raised $50. From her mom. Natalie's mom Carol called again. Different tone this time. "Trevor, I need to apologize and also ask, has Natalie contacted you recently?" "No, everything's blocked." "Why?" "She quit her job, said she needs to focus on rebuilding her true friendships. She's been staying here, spending all day creating these manifestos about friendship and loyalty. Posts them online. It's concerning." I checked through a burner account. Holy hell. She'd started a blog, "When Your Ride or Dies Choose to Die." Posts included the betrayal of Jenna, how romance ruins sisterhood, fake friends versus real ones, a comprehensive guide, my ex-boyfriend's campaign to destroy female friendship, why couple culture is toxic to true bonds. Each post was thousands of words, unhinged rambling about loyalty, sacred bonds, and how everyone abandoned her for societal relationship propaganda. Meanwhile, the squad completely fractured. Daphne started a group chat without Natalie called Actually Growing Up. They shared memes about toxic friendships and posts about healthy boundaries. Someone screenshotted it to Natalie. She printed the screenshots and made a PowerPoint presentation titled "Evidence of Conspiracy," which she emailed to everyone's work emails. Milo's boss called him in, confused about why he was receiving friendship documentation during business hours. Jenna's company IT flagged it as potential harassment. Rowan's was caught by spam filters. He only found out weeks later and laughed his ass off. Then she found out where I lived. Don't know how, probably followed me from work one day. Showed up on a Sunday morning with printed copies of her blog posts and the PowerPoint. You need to read these. Understand what you've done. Natalie, leave, now. Not until you admit you turned them against me. They grew up. People evolve. Friendships change. You didn't. Friendships don't change. Real ones last forever. You're 27, not 17. Your friends got lives. You should too. She tried shoving the papers at me. I stepped back, closed the door. She sat outside my door for 2 hours, reading her posts aloud to my door. My neighbor called the cops. They gave her a warning about trespassing. That night, got a text from an unknown number. "When you realize what you threw away, I might forgive you. But my friends are done. You broke them." Didn't respond. Added the number to the block list. Jenna reached out. She's been leaving gifts at our door, friendship bracelets, old photos, letters about remembering who we were. Milo wants a restraining order. I'm so sorry you dealt with this for 3 years. I told her it wasn't her fault. We all enabled it in different ways. Final update. The conclusion nobody saw coming, including me. But first, the apartment resolution. Natalie couldn't afford the rent alone. Tried to get Jenna to move in like old times. Jenna was literally living with her fiancé. Then asked Daphne, who responded with a link to an article about codependency. Finally posted on social media seeking a loyalty-based roommate who understands friendship values. The responses were not what she expected. Someone commented, "Is this the girl from that unhinged blog about friendship betrayal?" Another, "My therapist literally used your blog as an example of unhealthy attachment patterns." The post got deleted within hours. She ended up moving back with her mom. Tried to spin it as choosing family healing over toxic, independent culture. Nobody bought it. Last month, Natalie's mom, Carol, called with an update. Natalie had finally started therapy after Carol threatened to kick her out. The therapist diagnosed her with some attachment issues stemming from her parents' divorce when she was in college, right when the squad formed. Makes sense now. Not my problem anymore, but good for her, I guess. I maintained no contact. Started dating someone new, Ashley, a software developer who actually enjoys couple time and has healthy friendships. Novel concept. Then last week, ran into Daphne at a coffee shop. She gave me the update. Jenna and Milo are engaged. Small proposal, just them hiking. Natalie found out through Instagram. She actually commented, "Congratulations," and nothing else. Growth? Maybe. How's the squad? There is no squad. Hasn't been for months. We all occasionally hang out in different configurations like actual adults. It's healthier. And Natalie? Living with her mom still. Got a new job, deleted her blog, joined some meetup groups, still posts passive-aggressive quotes about loyalty sometimes, but less frequently. Yesterday, I got a letter. Actual mail. From Natalie. "Trevor, my therapist suggested writing letters without sending them. I'm sending this one because you deserve an apology even if you never read it. I was wrong. Not about valuing friendship, but about thinking friendship meant ownership. I treated my friends like possessions and you like an accessory. When you left, I blamed you for the dominoes falling, but they were always going to fall. You just stopped propping them up. I'm not asking for forgiveness or friendship or anything. Just wanted you to know you were right to leave. I chose my friends over you repeatedly. That was my choice. Your response was yours. I'm learning the difference between having friends and having hostages. Natalie P.S. Congrats on the promotion." Daphne mentioned it. I read it twice, then threw it away. Not my circus anymore. Ashley asked who the letter was from. Told her it was junk mail. We went to dinner. Just us. It was nice. Looking back, the revenge wasn't some master plan. I just left. Stopped being her safety net while she prioritized everything else. Her friends naturally growing apart wasn't my doing. It was life. The fact that she couldn't handle normal friendship evolution and imploded? That's on her. Sometimes the best revenge is just refusing to participate in someone's dysfunction. She declared her friends were more important than me. I agreed and removed myself. When her friends started living their own lives and she had no relationship to fall back on, she learned what actual priorities mean. The irony? If she'd just given me that one date night, we'd probably still be together, and she'd still have her friends. They all told me later they were getting tired of the constant group hangs too, but didn't know how to tell her. My leaving gave them the push to set their own boundaries. Daphne said it best. You didn't break up the squad. You showed us we were being held together by guilt, not genuine connection anymore. I'm not gleeful about it. Not sad either. Just done. Living my life with someone who actually wants to be in a relationship, not someone who treats their partner like a backup plan. To anyone in a similar situation, if they consistently show you where you rank in their priorities, believe them, then adjust accordingly. You deserve to be someone's priority, not their afterthought. And no, I'm not unblocking her. That chapter's closed. The funniest part? Ashley met some of my friends last week. When she heard we had planned Saturday, she asked, "Mind if we skip? There's this amazing farmer's market I wanted to check out with you." Just us, no squad, no drama, just a couple doing couple things. That's what a relationship looks like. The end.